Ladies, gamers, and gentlemen, welcome to another one of BelleNOiR's Starcraft 2 casts. Today, we're going to be casting a game of Underdark versus some Barcodes player. For those who don't know Underdark, he is actually from Ukraine, as far as I know, a member of Team Neurosoft Gaming. That's why his clan tag is, of course, NRS. And he is spawning on Akalon Wastes in the top left position here as the blue Protoss player, and his red Terran player opponent with a barcode name is going to be spawning in the bottom right. Now, judging by the colors and also checking in my SC2 Gears software, this is a ladder game, so probably or not probably, but with 100% certainty, this is not taken from any tournaments whatsoever. Just two guys duking it out on the ladder. Let's see what's going to be happening here. Looks like Barcode's Terran player is going to be opening up with a standard 12 racks. And is not getting a refinery on 12. There it goes, refinery going down on 13 actually, so a little bit later. Will not have enough gas to build a Reaper straight up when that barracks finish, or when those barracks finish. Yeah, and Underdark opening up with a single assimilator here. Excuse me, double assimilator. Alright, so this has some potential to turn into a rather interesting game, because, you know, the difference in Protoss builds when you're opening up with a single or double gas is basically that if you open up with a single gas, you're delaying your tech a little bit. You have a faster expansion, but any additional tech that you decide to throw down is going to be slightly delayed compared to a double gas opening, because even if you mine with only 4 probes on the gases, which is exactly what Underdark is doing, having that assimilator this fast allows you to saturate those two gases 100% at any point in time. So you do saturate those gases a little bit faster. There we have the Zealot, and wow, it's going to be a proxy factory by Underdark. So we might see proxy Widow Mines here, or maybe proxy Hellions behind this. The Terran player is getting a reactor. Probably will be taking an expansion, but that expansion will be delayed. Whereas Underdark, he already is getting his Nexus up, did cancel the Zealot upon not seeing an SCV in this general vicinity, and he has now saturated almost all of his gases. One more probe remains to do that. So the Stalker is going to be coming out, Mothership Core already out on the field of battle. And we have Widow Mines in production. The waypoint goes all the way to the main mineral line. And behind this, as I said before, we have the command center here for the Barcodes Terran. It's going to be continuing on from here, probably just building marine after marine after marine in the meantime. And the first Widow Mine is on the way. And it's gonna be scouted as well. Underdark picking up what is happening here, or rather just going by the timings. And will the Mothership Core get the Widow Mine? Probably not, but does get the SCV. And now the Widow Mine, this is a dead Widow Mine pretty much, because the Robo will finish in a couple of seconds. And, well, the recharge time on the Widow Mine is 40 seconds, and it's going to be recharged before that observer comes out. Even if it is chrono boosted, it will not be out in time. That is why Underdark is currently pulling back all of his units. Will wait for that observer and continue to try and kill that mine after that. He is getting a Twilight Council with this as well, so maybe he's thinking, hey, you know what, if you open like this, then your expansion is going to be delayed. You'll only have one command center, and even if you have two, you will be devoting the majority of your time into chrono boost. Into mules. So you will not be using that energy to try and scan. So maybe it's a good option for me to go for DTs, or this could be Blink. Let's see which one of those two. Yeah, it's going to be Blink. Wow, those are some brave Stalkers here. Underdark. Oh, Underdark losing both of those Stalkers, but he did manage to damage 2 of those Marines. Has an Observer in a very, very, very good position. Meanwhile, I think there was another Widow Mine here. Let's see. Interesting of note that 0 probes have gone down this game so far. So Underdark going to be saturated on 2 bases very shortly here, whereas the Terran player is trailing by 10 workers right now. He's going to go for another attack, gets the Observer kill. Nice pickup there for the Barco's player. And Underdark, I really like his saturation progression on the expansions. Basically what he's doing, he's not saturating his gases fully at the start of the game until he has 16 probes of minerals, and he's not building additional gases here until he has 16 probes here. So a good mineral income there for Underdark. And yeah, the Blink is just about to finish. 1 or 2 more chrono boosts on that will do the trick, and Underdark is moving forward and is going to try and kill his opponent right now. Getting a forge behind this. In case this doesn't work, he's just going to go ahead and continue upgrades. Good observer spread as well. Probe will be spotted, maybe. Oh, probably. Wow. Wow, that's actually Gosu positioning there by Underdark, knowing where the factory exactly is with the observer and avoiding the vision range. But now he will have to pull back with these Stalkers, because there's no way he could have beaten this army right here with 4 Marauders. And Stim is going to be done in a little while here as well, but Underdark going to go ahead and blink into the main base. Let's see what his target of choice will be. Probably nothing. He kind of gave away his position. Took a couple of shots onto the factory, but has to blink away for now. And he's transitioning into roboplay in the meantime. No upgrades rolling off that forge yet. And he is investing quite a lot into these Stalkers, so since they already have blink, it makes sense for him to go Colossi. I'm just a little bit afraid that he will not have enough of a meat shield for his units, enough of a buffer, you know. There are 0 Zealots out on the field, but 13 Stalkers, and they melt incredibly fast to the Bio army that is right now chasing them down. Stalkers will have to retreat all the way back to here. And here we see the switch to Zealots and Sentries as Underdark is getting his first Colossus out. It has to be out by the time this force arrives. We have only 1 force field here for Underdark. That will not be enough to defend. He needs to warp in more Zealots. There we go. 3 more Zealots warping in, but the army is already here. Photon overcharge or maybe a time warp will depend on what Underdark wants to do. There is a time warp going down. Nice one as well, preventing those units to getting too close to the Gateway army. The Colossus doesn't have range yet. Good spread on the infantry units from the Red Terran, mitigating the damage done by the Colossus. But the Photon overcharge at this point in time initiated, helping out quite a lot, and with the subsequent Zealot reinforcements, the Barco's player will be forced to boost away just like this, loses 1 medevac in the process and saves only a couple of his units there. As Underdark is still trying to engage this, will probably lose that 1 Colossus. Yes, it does go down. That should be enough for the Red Terran player. He doesn't need to stay here and lose maybe more units. Good micro there on both sides though. +1 armor is now done for the Protoss player Underdark, and second Colossus. He still has only 1 though. Second Colossus just popped. Terran player will have to move back for now, but is still maintaining an aggressive mindset with those units out in the center of the map, and the rally points are set to the center of the map as well. So he's going to keep on attacking. I wouldn't mind seeing a drop, but it might be dangerous to do because Underdark obviously has blink. Pylon is going to be taken out, so no offensive warp-ins from Underdark there. And what the Terran player will be looking to do here right now is denying the 3rd base. Probably will be successful with that as well. And Underdark might have to cancel. There we go, and a load up should be initiated. Again, it's very dangerous to do with the blink. Woo! Gets one more medevac. Only one surviving. Both players are now on 1-1, but charges on the way, +1 armor. Templar Archives just now started. Multiple additional gateways being added on by Underdark. I'm starting to wonder, with this many gateways added on, 7 gates in production, ladies and gentlemen, I wonder if he really wants to be taking that third base, because this is way too many gates. He'll be on 11 gates. That's a 3 base production. Yeah, he will be taking that third base. Good call, Underdark. Of course, he will not be able to keep on warping off of all of those gates, but he will have them ready in case he needs units. Good observer positioning here, warding against drops. And both players kind of taking the third base at the same time. Mothership Core getting remade, and +2 attack, +1 armor started for the Terran player. +1 armor will be finishing for Underdark here, which will bring him up to 1-1. I think he's still only on single forge. Yeah, only a single forge, but he is getting Storm. So not playing this too greedily, too risky. You know, it's always a little bit safer to work off only one forge, because that will allow you a smoother and quicker transition into Storm, as you will save up a little bit more gas, especially if you have such a late third. You know, if it's been denied or killed off in the meantime, then you want to have a little bit more gas to make that transition. Still continuing Colossus production though, but yeah, one more Colossus should do it. 3 to 4. Oh, he already has 4. Okay, so that's why he's stopping Colossus production and getting a War Prism, probably for a harass of some sort. Oh, I would love to see Storm drops. Storm is just about to finish, and we have 2 High Templar with this army, and I would really love to see Storm drops. That would be so Gosu. Another very well placed pylon right there by Underdark, spotting for drops. Let's see, where is that War Prism? It's coming out. Will it load up the Templars? I hope it will. Oh, Underdark, you're breaking my heart. Why? Anyways, army size 104 versus 87, but we have Storm on the field and 5 Templars? 5 Templars. The War Prism, though, is making its way over to the Terran player's base, and there is a slight chance that if he warps in right here, oh, come on, are you kidding me? Really? I'm wondering when did he see that War Prism? Alright. So there's this alt at the watchtower. Vikings going to be patrolling the area and denying any further War Prisms coming out. But Underdark has pretty much a very good map control right now. Getting even more pylons around the map, getting a 4th base for himself. So the Terran player falling behind in bases a little bit, but he is getting 2 additional command centers. Both players just trying to macro up for the time being. Very heavy Marauder army here, so you know, not a lot of medvacs, only 3. Not a lot of drop capability. Would be risky, as I said before, with the blink on the field. 7 Stalkers is quite enough to snipe a medevac. But this army is so beefy. A lot of Marauders, you know, Ghosts to nullify High Templars. Nice Storm, though, from the high ground. That High Templar must be feeling pretty good about himself. Another one from the side, and the barcode is not being too careful here. Vikings are too far forward. They are trying to kill the Colossi, but will they kill them fast enough? Army trying to cut back, but has eaten too many storms. And yeah, that's going to be the nail in the coffin. And an offensive blink should finish things off. There we go. As the Terran just says, wow, I just lost my entire army. The army supplies are 11 versus 79. And yeah, the Red Terran player obviously not too happy about his performance in this game. Going to be leaving with a very bad manner statement near the end. Ladies, gamers and gentlemen, my name is BelleNOiR. You just watched another one of my Starcraft 2 casts, Underdark versus Barcode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button. If you have anything to say, drop it into the comment section below. And I'll see you guys later. Just remember to storm first and ask questions later. In case you're Zergs, just use Blinding Clouds. Just do it. They're good.